Beat it up.
Man, I'm so glad to have you here. I'm a fan, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Big fan. You know what I'm saying? You, Mike, Riddick, all y'all. Follow all everybody from Brownsville. Zab, everybody from Brownsville, I gotta follow them.
We stick together. We stick together.
You know what I'm saying? But I want to know, champ, like, you know what I'm saying? You've been in the boxing game. You've been in some big fights. You know what I'm saying? Right. I want to know, like, you and Mike, y'all never fought each other, right?
Nah.
I want to know why, man.
Let me see. When Mike was coming up, I was a baby.
I know it's a lot of politics and shit, but
yeah. Well, when Mike was coming up, Mike's a killer. Mike was a killer. He was always a killer. And when he was coming up at the time, I was too young. And then when he went to jail and came home, there was talks, but it wasn't nothing real. And then at one point, we was talking about doing it at the Garden. It got real, and then they didn't pull the trigger. So we was gonna fight like 2 or 3 times, but it never popped off, man, truly. And then on this last time when he did this exhibition with Roy, I really thought that we was gonna do something. I thought it'd be great for us to, because I've always said we got some of the, Brownsville is the only neighborhood in the world, and this is a fact. This ain't nothing. This is a fact. This is the only neighborhood in the world where you have 3 heavyweight champions from a small neighborhood. Brownsville is only 1.8 miles in size. The whole entire Brownsville. You have 3 heavyweight champions: Riddick Bowe, Mike Tyson, and Shannon Briggs, all from the same neighborhood. Aside from that, you got Zab Judah, Curtis Stevens, Danny Jacobs, Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, the new kid Shoo. You feel me saying? Mm-hmm. And dozens of other fighters that could have been champion. You know what I'm saying? Had they dedicated, but first of all, let me start this by saying we don't even have a gym.
We don't even have a gym.
We don't even have a gym, and you got 3 heavyweight champions, let alone other champions from a small neighborhood. Imagine if we had a gym.
Right.
Imagine, this is what I tell people. I envision Brownsville in the next 2 to 5 years being a place where somebody say, damn, I want to make some money. Let me go to Brownsville and get a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Let me go invest in a fighter, because look if you would have invested in Mike Tyson. How much you would have made? He made $300-400 million. If you would have invested in Riddick Bowe or Zab Judah or Shannon Briggs. So imagine if people go look for a jockey, they go to a certain country. Or if they're looking for runners, they go to Jamaica. If they're looking for so-and-so, right? Imagine you say, I want to go find a boxer. You go to right to Brownsville. You could pick one off the street. Used to rain. You rock. Y'all easily could have been fighting. People say there must be something in the water. Everybody in Brownsville can fight.
Shannon, let me tell you something.
Pressure makes diamonds.
Yo, my name used to be Jab Rock. Because my jab was it was the best thing since pocket.
Everybody in Brownsville can fight.
Yeah.
The girls, everybody can fight.
Yeah, and it's a lot of natural southpaws out there. You think right-handed people are supposed to fight that way, but they're not. They just all difficult, like real talk, like for no reason.
Bro, Brownsville, not only boxing, but I envision Brownsville being a place that you can say, look, everybody ain't gonna be a fighter. So say if you go to Suffolk and you say, hey yo, you go to the top gang leader, or you go to Glenmore, you go to any project, Riverdale, anywhere, and you say, hey, look, man, look how much money Mayweather had made. Billion, right? Look how much these fighters make, right? Once y'all get a fight team, right? This be the Garvey, this be, Howard Houses, whatever, right? Now they put their money or whatever, they putting their fighter into the gym. They're like, yo, we betting the house on this nigga. Now we see mothers in the hood, we hitting them off with a little bit of money. Get some food. Take care of that boy. So bring your little boy. We want them young, 5 years old. 5, bring that boy to the gym. Here, bring that boy to the gym. Now guess what? 5 years, he fighting. He 10 years old. He looking crazy. By the time he's 15, we don't know what we got on our hands. It's an investment. You feel what I'm saying? We need to look at Brownsville as it must be something. There's nowhere in the world that you got this many fighters that get busy. I say this, and I'm gonna leave it at this. Brownsville has generated over $1 billion in the boxing industry. Just that city. Over $1 billion. Do the math. All Mike purses, all my purses, all Riddick Jerome, Zabs, everybody, that's over $1 billion. Between endorsements, fights, everything. So you telling me we can't put a gym there and make the best fighters in the world and rule boxing? And guess what? If you come to the gym, on Saturdays we do classes for referees. Learn how to be a manager. Learn how to be a timekeeper, a ringside doctor. Everybody ain't gonna be a boxer.
Right.
Everybody, but
it's crazy how you say like, yo, we could pick the fighters and all that shit. You know why? Because like Danny Jacobs, he grew up in my building. That's my family by marriage.
Yeah.
Growing up, he was a quiet kid, man.
Little cute ass kid running around.
He didn't even speak much. He was right up under my nose. You know what I'm saying? So I go on tour one day, leave for 2 or 3 years. I come back. This guy's, you know what I'm saying, best steaks and sliced bread. He making noise and shit.
Right.
You know
making money, got a family, did good for us. So he from my gym. I remember he was a little kid. Right. He was in Starry City. So we had to go East New York. We had to go all the way East New York to learn how to fight.
I was going to say that.
But we all knew how to fight. But getting to the game, we had to go to East New York. Imagine if Brownsville became the epicenter of boxing.
We capitalize off of one of our natural resources. Like
imagine we had shows in
literally
Imagine we had shows in Betsy Head Park. Or one of those big parks over there, we had boxing shows. If every project said, yo, we're gonna dedicate, we ain't doing all, every gang said, yo man, listen, we're gonna get fighters and we're gonna have boxing teams, we're gonna have jackets, and that would be like, yo, we from this street or whatever. And then
we brought boxing to the BRC or something like that. You know what I mean?
And then guess what? Now we really one team. We really just Brownsville. So now we go to fight DC. We go to fight the Bronx. We go to fight Connecticut. We go to fight Boston. Now, guess what? Sponsors say, hey, you see these boys? The Brownsville boxing team. You know, Shannon, Briggs and them is from there, right? Riddick Bowe, Mike Tyson. Now we got it. Now check this out, fellas. Now we got $1 billion industry right in our neighborhood. Now, everybody want to come to our neighborhood and say, hey, this is where the fighters come from. Boxing's back, baby. Boxing's back. It's back. It's bigger than it ever been before now. Everybody.
But we got to get heavyweight boxing back.
Yeah.
There's some good heavyweights coming up, but it's not a lot yet, like it was back in the days.
Because you know why?
Razor Ruddock, you know what I'm saying? Bone Crusher. Like, all these guys, man. Like, the heavyweight division is not what it used to be, bro.
Facts. And that's why we got to get them young, and we got to feed them. Because a lot of kids ain't eating after school or before school. We gotta feed them and make them heavyweights. They our babies. They our kids. They our Brownsville future fighters. We gotta feed them big. Get them big. Tell them moms, here, what you need here. What you got? You need more money for food? As long as we know they ain't getting high. And they can see, if we give, even if they getting high and we giving them money, they see the investment in the kid. That's their money.
Right.
We're gonna say, here, take him. He going with Champion. He going with Rock. He going with Serene. He going with Rex. They got him on the boxing team. And he doing good. They feeding him. He going around the world. And now he turned into a man. He's a man. He learned discipline. He learned instead of being on the block, being in the gang. The gang has killed over 50, in the last 50 years, the gangs have killed more black people than the KKK.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The gangs have killed more black people than the KKK in 50 years. We got to take our kids and now we got to put them into something that they're good at. They're good at rapping and singing and all that, right? But they got some hands too. We got to we fighters changed us and made us as black people, gave us a place where we are. People don't know what Joe Louis did for us. Mm-hmm. They don't know what Jack Johnson did for us as a people, becoming the first black heavyweight champion. Joe Louis, then 40 years later, they wouldn't let no blacks hit the title. Then Joe Louis brought pride to black people.
Well, listen. So when you guys want to start your own side hustle, your own business, whatever it is that you guys want to do, people are going to call it your little business, right? They're going to call it your little business, your little side hustle, but that's okay. When I wanted to start my own hair care line, someone told me, aren't there already hair care lines out? When I wanted to start selling courses, people told me that's all you do is sell stuff on the internet. And when I decided to buy rental properties instead of investing in my own personal house, people told me that you don't own a home, you own houses. So people are always going to have something negative to say, but it does not matter. What they're really doing is projecting their insecurities onto you, right? They really want to be in the position that you're in, to have that faith in yourself to accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish. Owning my own business outweighs the benefits of me going back to a 9-to-5. So there's no reason to give up.
This is Monsta Nation Jade, and I think you should start your journey to financial freedom right now. So go to the website that you see here, or click the link in the description below, or find me on IG and click the link in my bio, Exotic Jade Eyes. Thank you for listening to Monsta Mondayz Podcast. Please join us every Monday from 8 to 10 p.m. West Coast time and 11 to 1 a.m. East Coast time. Every single Monday, Monsta Monday on the Dash app. Also, check out these awesome shows from the rest of our podcasting family. Funny Farm, East New York Radio, All Elements Mix Show, The Star Power Collective, La Cosa Nostra Radio, 5150 Mix Show, Block News Live, Final Coffee Mix Show, and Hidden Gems. Check them all out under the Delicious Vinyl radio station.